Hi everyone, and welcome to my video for Wildlife Conservation Family Social Studies Night. The target age range of children for this presentation is preschool ages 3 to 5 years. However, I am hoping that parents, families, and siblings of the children in attendance will take away some valuable information from this night as well. I chose this topic for a number of reasons. First, I read an article from NRPA during my research that stated that children spend an average of 4 to 7 minutes outdoors each day. Another article stated that children spend less time outdoors than prison inmates. I was completely shocked by these articles as I remember spending sunup to sundown outside when I was a child during the winter and summertime. In the Head Start program I work for, many families request that we keep their child indoors for a variety of reasons, such as the weather being too hot or too cold, or that their child simply doesn't like to be outdoors. I feel like 4 to 7 minutes a day is not really enough time for a child to decide if they like it or not. I also do not feel that families and people in general are aware of the wildlife that is found in our area. I think that if people knew what they were looking at, they may appreciate and respect the animals more. This would in turn lead to fewer animals being harmed senselessly and fewer natural habitats being destroyed. The standard addressed with this type of presentation comes from the Head Start Social Studies Knowledge and Skills Standard, the understanding of relationship between people and the environment in which they live, that states children will recognize aspects of the environment such as roads, buildings, trees, gardens, bodies of water or land formations, recognize that people share the environment with other people, animals, and plants, and understand that people can take care of the environment through activities such as recycling. My Family Social Studies Night will begin with a live animal presentation by Badger Run Wildlife Rehabilitation. Badger Run is a local wildlife rehabilitation center in my area that helps rescue and provide medical treatment to wildlife around Oregon. They have several ambassador animals that they bring with them to events. Badger Run also educates people as to how to help injured animals best when encountered in the wild. Badger Run offers discounts and scholarships for nonprofit organizations such as Head Start to have the presentation on site. The presentation will last approximately 45 minutes, followed by a question and answer period and more up-close viewing of the animal ambassadors. I have provided a link to their website if you would like more information. After the presentation, families will begin their tour of the classrooms to complete 6 different activities pertaining to wildlife conservation. Each activity addresses at least one area of the Head Start Early Learning Standard. In Classroom 1, the families will be provided with toilet paper tubes, wildlife stickers, a stapler, a hole punch, and some yarn. The families will make their own binoculars with these materials and will be encouraged to use them to spot animals in the outdoors. Moving on to Classroom 2, the families will be provided with sponges cut into the shapes of animal footprints, paint, construction paper, and markers. They will use the sponges and paint to create footprints of animals who live in the local area and use the markers to label each track. This is something that families can take with them to go on tracking adventures to see what types of animals might be walking there. This is especially fun during the spring as the ground is wet and there are plenty of footprints to be found. Obviously, I'm not the most artistic sponge cutter, so I would enlist the help of a more skilled person for this task. In Classroom 3, families will be provided with a small bucket of plastic wildlife animals and laminated pictures of a tree, a body of water, a den, and grasslands. The families will work together to sort the animals into habitats they are most likely to live in and discuss where around our area these animals might be found. The kids love the play animals, so this is a great way to get them thinking about the real animals that are out there. The families will construct their own bird feeders in Classroom 4. There really is no set in stone way that these should look in the end. Families will use scissors, small milk cartons that have been recycled from the kitchen, popsicle sticks, yarn, and hole punches. After they have constructed their feeder, families will be given a Ziploc bag with bird seed to pour into their feeder. They can then take their feeder home with them and hang it in their yard or neighborhood and observe the types of birds that feed from it. In Classroom 5, families will be provided with paper plates, a variety of colored feathers, tongue depressors, glue, staplers, googly eyes, and construction paper. It would be ideal to also have a variety of picture books with different types of birds available for them to look at for ideas. The families will use the materials provided to create their own bird masks to take home. Since all I had at home was a black feather boa, my guys made blackbirds. But imagine the different types of birds that might be made. This is a quick and fun activity for families to create together. Finally, since we all know food brings people to events, I'm hoping these cute little wow sandwiches in Classroom 6 will be fun. This was my little guy's favorite activity. Families will be provided with paper plates, plastic knives, whole wheat bread slices, a hard-boiled egg, a slice of cheese, and round turkey slices. Of course, there's always time to encourage healthy hand washing at the classroom sink before they begin. They will then cut their bread and assemble their owls to eat while they discuss their favorite activities of the evening. Since I hope for this to be an exciting event with a large turnout, I have chosen a variety of ways to advertise it to families. Approximately 3 weeks prior to the event, I will send out these half-sheet save the date flyers. It gives the time, date, location, and a brief description of the event. At the same time as the save the date flyers are sent, I will post these more detailed flyers featuring a Badger Run volunteer and an animal ambassador around the building. They will be posted at each entrance and in each classroom throughout the building. Hopefully they will grab some attention and help build excitement. The week before the event, I will send formal invitations home with each of the children for their families. This will be on a full sheet of paper so that it won't be easily missed. As a reminder, on the day of the event, teachers will place a mailing label sticker on each child's shirt or jacket at the end of the day. Sometimes families get busy and lose track of what day it actually is, so this is a great way to jog their memories. This is definitely an event to be held early in the fall or in the springtime, as I have chosen for travel safety of the volunteers and the animals. Our main site building has plenty of space to accommodate for the presentation and activities, and the families are familiar with the layout of the school, so it makes sense to hold the Family Social Studies night there. This will be a school-wide event, so teachers, assistant teachers, and classroom aides will be responsible for gathering the supplies and conducting the activities in their classrooms. This will ensure that at least 3 staff members are available in each room throughout the evening. All necessary supplies will be provided by Klamath Family Head Start. What I learned from this assignment is that it takes a lot of planning and coordinating to come up with this type of event. In the end, though, I think the families will enjoy it and be able to spend some quality time away from screens. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful spring.